I'm so disappointed by so many of the Asians for Trump who believe that they've immigrated the right way.
Stephen Miller's position on this is really the mainstream position of the sort of elite thinkers in MAGA, that unless you are, as they say now, they're using some phrase like a genuine American, off the Mayflower sort of thing. To me, that's so sad, because when my German relatives got off the boat in the 1820s, they were the scum of the earth. When the Irish got here, they were the scum of the earth. The Italians, the Chinese, and it goes on and on and on. And everybody's the scum of the earth for a generation. Then you become an American. That's it. And they hate that. They hate it so much. And some of it is performative for the audience, but some of it is real. They really believe in that whole like white genocide theory. They really believe there's a conspiracy against them to brown America, as Ann Coulter once said.
Something Margaret Cho said there made me think of other conversations that I had heard or been involved in. She talked about Asian Americans who are pro-Trump and anti-immigration in some way, shape, or form because they did it the right way. You see, unfortunately, a lot of that in the Latino community as well. You see a lot of people that however they came into the country, doesn't matter how they came into the country, doesn't matter for the purposes of this conversation. They're here, they're legal, they have a job, they have a green card, they're not in violation of the law. So therefore, everybody else that's coming behind them that's just trying to sneak in can go get fucked. And it amazes me how members of the community, listen, it amazes me how fucking white guys vote for Donald Trump. So you can imagine how stunned I am if anybody from the Latino community, the Asian community, any community outside of the United States of America or several communities within the United States of America would vote for the guy. I don't understand how blue-collar, non-college educated, white working class folks vote for him. Because he's not looking out for their best interests either. But yeah, the Asian Americans, the Latino Americans, the folks in Michigan who were from Middle Eastern descent who backed him, and then all of a sudden went, what's he do? He's putting ice everywhere. He's just rounding up everybody. Yeah, like he said he was going to do. It doesn't matter if you came here legally and they came here illegally. It doesn't matter. I know you guys think it matters, but it doesn't. We are a country, once again, that will spend trillions of dollars and cost thousands of American lives in order to attempt to export our brand of freedom to some country halfway around the globe that doesn't want us there. We will cost thousands of American troops and trillions of American dollars in order to do that. But if any one of these people do the heavy lifting themselves and make it to our shores in search of that same freedom, we go, sorry, the inn is full. You're not welcome here. It's an entire nation of NIMBYs. Well, we want your country to be free. We just want you to be free in it. Completely ignoring what the United States of America truly is. Completely ignoring that this country, in its current form, not the country it was pre-colonial invasion, the country that it is now, the United States of America, this country was built by people from all over the place. Some people were forced to be here. Some people voluntarily came here. Some people were here and were driven out. And in some way, shape, or form, these people from different communities, in the end, always figured out a way to come together and create a society that was the true melting pot. I went to school with kids of all different stripes. I went to school with Italian kids and Mexican kids and Greek kids and these kids and those kids. The notion that white people are going to be eradicated from the face of the earth and their fear of it is Nobody's eradicating you, okay? There are still going to be purely white people, and there are still going to be purely Chinese people, and there are still going to be purely Nigerian people, and there are going to be still be purely, pick a fucking nation, pick a fucking heritage, pick a fucking ethnicity. There are going to be pockets of that exist forever and ever and ever, amen. But there is nothing wrong with diversity, man. There just isn't. The stuff that you utilize and use and consume and enjoy day in and day out that wasn't created by somebody that looks like it. Just, I know I'm ranting at this point in time. It's just mind-blowing to me that in 2026 we're still hung up on this shit, man. That in 2026 my grandfather on my father's side was at D-Day, not the initial wave. I think it was D-Day +3 or D-Day +4 when he landed. I thought his generation put Nazism back in its hole forever. You can't get rid of a mindset, right? Racism is never going anywhere, for example. You can pass laws against racism and you can pass laws for equality, but there are always going to be people that think that way. You can't legislate thought. And so there were always going to be people that supported the Nazi agenda. But I thought that his generation put Nazism in its hole forever. There are going to be people that think it, but it's never going to rise up again. But it rose up again. It's here today in the form of Trumpism. That is the mirroring ideology of Nazism in today's day and age. MAGA. And they have taken control of one of the two major political parties in the United States of America. I never in a million years thought that I would see Nazism take hold in the United States of America. But goddamn if it didn't. Sorry, I got off on a ramble there for a minute. Back to the original point. Not only did Nazism take hold here in the United States of America in 2016, and we've been living with it ever since, but while you have people that look like me that support it, you have people that look like Margaret that support it. You have people that look like this celebrity that support it, and people that look like that celebrity that support it. And all of those people are the first ones these people want to get rid of. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't understand how anybody that looks like me, once again, votes for Donald Trump, but I do not understand how anybody from the immigrant community could support Donald Trump. Anybody that's not white, right off the bat. I mean, white. Like, I'm pushing it, being Sicilian. You know what I mean? I don't understand how anybody that's not white can support Donald Trump. I don't understand how any women can support Donald Trump. I do not understand how anybody from the LGBTQ plus community can support Donald Trump. I don't understand how anybody who is white and is working class can support Donald Trump. I don't understand how anybody that is not a white billionaire supports Donald Trump. It will forever be mind-blowing to me.